1941, World War II. A liberating experience for millions of women who joined the war effort. Meanwhile, on Paradise Island, a group of women live without men. An American pilot crashes, and their queen, Hippolyta, decrees that one warrior woman will return to America with him to fight for democracy and rights for women. William Moulton Marston, a brilliant psychologist and inventor of the lie detector, still had something to prove.
Tell me about your dreams.
He meets a comic book editor for dinner.
We want our characters to be good for young people, role models.
What about a female hero?
Are you nuts? You can't have a woman as a hero?
Excuse me, ma'am. Have you got any books on Greek or Roman goddesses? She's got all the strength of a Superman, plus all the allure of a good and beautiful woman.
And what's she called?
Wonder Woman. What else?
Wonder Woman is an icon.
She's a goddess. You can't dispute the power.
Amazon princess, who is in fact created by goddesses, and she is the classic hero. She lives in a lovely world, a world of women. She receives the call. The hero always receives the call. She must leave her wonderful place and go to a bad place to make that place better.
William Moulton Marston knows his way around the human subconscious and creates a character who appeals to both boys and girls.
It's very important to remember that Wonder Woman was created by a psychologist, and he tapped into the collective unconscious of girls. And just say these words to any little girl: Amazon, princess, goddess, and just watch their eyes light up.
Wonder Woman, she is a female favorite.
Now, William Marston was an interesting character. He invented the lie detector, which was very much the same idea as Wonder Woman's magic lasso, which makes people tell the truth. And going through Wonder Woman is a whole idea about sisterhood and Paradise Island, of a kind of matriarchal Amazonian community of women who exist in a different kind of space to masculine codes. They're about sharing, they're about consideration, they're about traditional and even modern feminist values.
It's so girl-oriented. It's very important that Wonder Woman doesn't even have a male parent. Her two parents, one of them is, of course, the Virgin Queen Hippolyta. She molds a baby out of clay, and then the goddess breathes the breath of life into this baby, so that actually little Princess Diana has two mommies. Back in the 40s, when we thought feminists meant those women who wanted the right to vote in 1918, Wonder Woman was a feminist without anyone using the word. The whole point, always, over and over again, was that girls could indeed do everything boys could do, and if they couldn't do it, it was because they didn't have the proper training.
Female characters throughout the sort of general history of comics have mostly existed to be the one who got captured by the bad guy. They're the ones who have to get rescued. And it was only about 20 years ago that that started to change.
The original Wonder Woman was not as sexual, of course, as she's drawn now. Her costume has gotten briefer and briefer, and her bosom has gotten larger and larger.
There was also lots and lots of bondage imagery, and yet she wasn't the traditional female victim.
I think that it's very important to remember that there was a meaning to the bondage. Number one, Wonder Woman could not free herself if she were bound by men. And this is so symbolic. And of course, the other thing is, yes, you see Wonder Woman tied up a lot, and then you see her breaking her chains. I mean, this is a really powerful image of Wonder Woman coming out of her chains.
Most recently, she's been an ambassador who tries to teach humanism to the world at large, or what we call patriarch's world.